So we asked, is electronic health record data going to completely eliminate the need for an electronic case report form? I would say I'm cautiously optimistic at that. I want to believe it will be more used than less used, but there's a lot of things to overcome for that to be true. Electronic health record data is everywhere, and just the fact that we have EHR data doesn't mean it's usable, and it doesn't mean we know what's in it or how well it supports clinical research. So one of the big pieces of work we have yet to do is to understand the quality of that electronic health record data to support clinical research. I think some of the barriers to recruitment of clinical trials really have to do with the governance that surrounds the data and the privacy of patients. So a lot of sites weren't allowed to talk to patients until they had IRB approval. They might not have been able to look at electronic health record data for patients without their consent. And so it really puts restrictions on how easily we can work with their data if we're that restricted. So opening up EHR data so that we can at least identify patients without those restrictions would be, I think, a big win. One of the biggest takeaways for me was that a lot of sites aren't necessarily ready for this work yet. There are only so many large research organizations, clinical groups in the country that have the resources needed to maybe use EHR data within clinical trials. There's so many smaller sites, so many private practices that would probably struggle to do the work we're asking them to do. And figuring out how to get them into the technical fold is going to be a real challenge.